You know what I love more than probably anybody you've ever met? I love vacation. You see, I spend so much time working, and the reason I work so hard is so that I can play even harder. But there's two things that have to do with vacation that drive me absolutely out of my mind. First is when I get back from vacation and things don't work the way they did before, or I come back to this sheer mountain of issues. Can't stand that. Case in point, something I'm dealing with right now. You see, Apple sent out an update to all the MacBook Pros, and I ran that update yesterday morning, and now my dual monitor, this dual monitor right here, which is normally on during my videos, this dual monitor now doesn't work. And look, Apple, I get it. It's old technology. If you take a look, this is how old the technology is. You see, this particular monitor, just to use it, it uses an RGB cord. RGB, I'm guessing that's what it's called, VGA, RGB. And I needed to buy this dongle in order to use it with Apple to convert it so that I can use, here's the dongle, so that I can use it with my MacBook Pro. I come back from vacation, I plug the MacBook in, and it doesn't work anymore. So I went online, I did some homework, I researched some different monitors. No, Apple, I'm not giving you $5,000 for a monitor. I won't do it. And I landed on this ViewSonic monitor, which you can see here as being a very cost-effective option, HDMI, to link up with Apple. So I called one of my clients, one of my very favorite clients, Source One System Solutions, which you can see right here. They are a local IT company to South Jersey, but they also can work remotely. So if you need an IT company, I put a link to their website in the description below. And I said, hey, I'm looking for a monitor. And when I showed up to their office, what did they have? They had the very monitor that I wanted. See, I love ordering stuff online. I shouldn't say I love ordering stuff online. I don't like ordering stuff online. And the main reason why is because I'm an instant gratification kind of person. I want to get it, hold it in my hands immediately. So when I walked into their office and the first thing sitting on the floor was a bunch of ViewSonic HD monitors, I got very excited. I love new tech. I love getting a new piece of tech. And this is just a monitor, but like, it's actually a very nice monitor. I haven't even paid these guys yet for it. I'm a little afraid to find out what the price is. And just like that, we're back up and running again. I gotta mess with the color a little bit. I'm not loving the color just yet. I'm gonna mess with that in the system preferences in a couple minutes, but it is a really nice, very slim looking monitor. So far, so amazing. And I'm excited to have it hooked up. Now, the number two issue that I have on vacation, and I'm sure as a small business owner, you can feel the exact same way as me. Whenever I go on vacation, I usually start vacation, let's say Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I'm completely relaxed and enjoying life. But then come about Tuesday or Wednesday, I start thinking about work and that it's coming, and the rest of the vacation ends up getting ruined. In fact, during the very beginning of vacation, I shared this tweet right here. Oftentimes in conversations, I'll tell people like, oh yeah, that's on my bucket list, or this is on my bucket list. What is my bucket list? If you've never seen the movie The Bucket List, then you know a bucket list is a collection of things that you want to do before the day that you die.
My freshman philosophy professor assigned this exercise in forward thinking. He called it a bucket list. We were supposed to make a list of all the things we wanted to do in our lives before we kicked the bucket.
I always wanted to sing in a bar in front of a crowd of people. I did that. I've always wanted to learn how to surf. I did that. Go to Africa. I did that. But now I have these other things that have gotten onto the list. For example, I want to spend one night in all 50 states. Now, by my calculations, I've been in about 20 of them. I've got a lot of work to do, right? And I'm working on that. But I want to spend one night. I don't just want to drive through. I don't want to stay in the airport. I want to stay overnight and experience the culture of that state or a city inside of that state. So it's important to me to do this. The United States of America is an absolutely beautiful place with some really breathtaking views, and I will just really want to experience it all. So that's on my list. Two others towards the top: 2 weeks in Hawaii and surf North Shore. And when I say North Shore, I'm not talking about super barrels and my life at risk. Just surf maybe the lesser part of the North Shore. And the third one that I can just throw out there right off the top of my head would be skydiving. I've always wanted to go skydiving. It just seems like the ultimate rush, and I want to do it. So while on vacation last week, something happened, and that is that I took business phone calls every single day. And this is not like me. I have the ability to compartmentalize probably better than anybody you've ever met. If you've ever seen my work schedule, I literally block out time for certain things to ensure that I can get everything done. And then when I go on vacation, I don't want to see anything on that list. This time around on vacation, I didn't allow myself a second to rest. And my concept was, I'm a small business owner and this is what I have to do. You see, what came to my mind was, I have all these things on my bucket list, but it's my bucket list. And it doesn't include the other 4 people that live with me upstairs. I want to go skydiving, but it was, I want to go skydiving, not go skydiving with my wife. I want to go to Hawaii. Now that is with my wife. That one is clearly, me and Melissa are going to Hawaii for 2 weeks. That's going to happen. But spend a night in all 50 states, at least 15 of the 20 states I've stayed in, my family wasn't with me. I was there for work. So it's not the same thing, right? See, I'm not taking the time to enjoy the time with my family that I should. Vacation isn't just about me unwinding. It's also about me reconnecting with my family. So today's day in the life of a small business owner, the thing that I want to focus on is, if you are a parent, if you are a husband, a wife, if you have kids, if you have adopted, if you just have dogs that you really love, even though, look, I see no judgment here. If you have dogs you really love, these are the people and things that you love, and they should be getting your attention when you're on vacation. See, you don't want to grow your business and have this multi-million-dollar company, but not have your family there to celebrate with. When I got back from vacation, I took a call from a client and a good friend, Roger Leonard. In talking with Roger Leonard, he asked me how vacation was, and my response was that it was terrible. Terrible. That is a super depressing thing. When you sit down and you're like, how was vacation? It was terrible. It wasn't terrible because of my family. It was terrible because I allowed work to overcome my vacation, and I never got to the point of rest. He asked me why. He asked me what was going on, and I explained to him, I got phone calls for this and yada yada. And he said something really simple to me. Kev, just because your phone rang doesn't mean you should answer it. I threw together 5 action steps you could take when you go on vacation to ensure that you're on vacation and that you are spending time with the people you love. So, here we go. Number 1, don't carry your phone. When you get on vacation, take your cell phone, put it on silent, and put it in your room or in the hotel room safe or somewhere where it's not going to be in front of your face. Number 2, sleep well at night. Because I was stressed out and working, I was staying up late, checking emails before bed, and sleeping in the next morning and losing daylight hours as a result of it. Number 3, and because it's number 3, we're going to use the number 3. 3 times a day, check your email and your voicemail for emergencies. Real quick listen to, real quick glance at, take a look and see if it's an emergency. If you have an out of office on your email, put on there for them to reply to or text to you if there is an emergency. Within a couple of hours, you could just go over to your phone, take a quick glance, okay, I don't see something that's an emergency, put it back away. Don't listen to it. Don't read it if it's not an emergency. put it away and ignore it for the rest of the day. But you do, as a small business owner, have to be there for your clients if there is a true emergency. Number 4, and this one I failed at miserably. I did not tell some of my key clients that I was going to be on vacation. If you tell them ahead of time and give them another option, so for example, if one of my website clients tries to call me because their website goes down, now that's really on the hosting company, right? But if I could have called them ahead of time and said, hey, if your website goes down, your hosting company is X, contact them direct, here's their phone number, I could have avoided one of my biggest issues on vacation, which was 2 days of a down website. And number 5, remember when you're on vacation what your priorities are. And your priorities are your kids. During your normal working day, your priority is work and your clients and so on and so forth. But when you're on vacation, please remember that your kids are the reason why you were there. You want to spend time with your family and you want to get rest. Those are your priorities. So, why did I make this video? First, I hope that this helps you, or at least makes you feel like you're not alone if you go on vacation and you can't get rest. But second, and even more important, I want to say something to my family. You see, you might think that I made this video for you as a marketing consulting thing or something along those lines. But I didn't. I made this video for my family. I love you guys. And I know that I work a lot, but I want you to understand that I'm doing it for us. And I want you to know I am so sorry that that Melissa, your husband, did not take the time off to relax and enjoy time as a family. I'm sorry for the stress that I went through while we were away, and I promise that going into the future, that will not happen again.